Assalamualaikum and good evening to all of you. Okay, this is our third meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay, for today we will do the second movie review. But before that, I want to tell all of you that Rohaidi cannot make it to come for this meeting tonight because he has some family problems, so that he has to going back home. So he will not attend this meeting tonight. Okay. So my name is Muhammad Nashan bin Muhammad Zalami, and I will I will proceed to the synopsis of the movie. Tonight, the movie that we want to review is Titanic. Okay, maybe you can tell us about the synopsis.
Okay. Hi, my name is Fai. Full name Chanka Fai. Okay, Titanic is about. It's a 1997 movie. It's around 19 years old already. So it's a epic, romantic, and disaster film. Because finally the ship will wreck and Jack will die. So actually James Cameron have this idea because the it's based on the real story, but besides Jack and Rose, because Titanic is called the unsinkable ship, but after that sink also. Okay, so the all the storyline is about uh, one poor guy named Jack win the ticket for the ship and meet a rich lady, Rose, and the stories because Rose is a what first class lady, so she might not know how Jack live, but she dare to follow Jack and also save Jack's life. And because of her family, Rose have to so-called leave the family, leave the tradition, because Rose want to live with Jack. So that's all. And of course, after that, the shipwreck and Rose gets saved. And the most valuable things is the heart of the ocean, the diamond, the blue or red color diamond. I forgot the diamond, blue color. Okay, that's all.
Do you know that? Do you know there is Titan also has Titanic 2?
Don't know.
Actually, the storyline same, just Titanic 1. The difference between Titanic 1 and Titanic 2. Titanic 2, they convert into 3D. That's only the difference.
Is the actor and actress the same?
Yes, also same.
Oh.
They just they change the lightning, change the 2D to 3D.
Oh.
So just change the technology, right?
Yes, change the technology.
Is it still 3 hours?
Yes, yes. 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so the synopsis has been done by Faye. So let's proceed to our discussion for this movie. Okay, first of all, how about this movie? What do you think?
Yeah, it's also
Interesting.
touching.
Touching,
Yes, sad ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
romantic,
I almost cried. But I hate the climax lah. Yeah.
climax.
Because the hero and heroine they can't get together. Yeah. So tragic kind of. How could a movie like that? Sad ending.
Sadness make you cry.
Yeah.
So this movie, we feel very, a few types of feeling, right?
Okay, first let's talk about the character, shall we? Okay, first we'll go with Jack. So Jack is he won the ticket. Actually, they were betting on the ticket. Four of them. He is together with his friends. They were betting on the tickets. They were playing poker before the ship departed. Then, so just right before 5 minutes before that, they won, and they had to leave immediately without any preparation, just the curves of their bags. To me, Jack is one lucky guy.
Rich
from
young
a
lady.
rich young lady.
And beautiful lady.
Yeah. But she is forced to marry with a rich guy, right?
Yeah,
To settle his grandfather debt.
Oh, now I see.
Rose is very high class woman.
But I think she's also an ordinary woman. Then only because she's forced to marry with another guy like rich guy, then only she becomes first class. But before that she's actually like I think second class like
What do you think, Aslan, about Rose?
Oh, I think Rose is beautiful. But Rose is also a lucky girl, lucky woman. Because in the Titanic, she met Jack, the true love of her life. So I think it's a very romantic story where they met on a beautiful Titanic ship. So continue.
I would like to add up about Jack. He's one of the nominees for Oscar Award. Yeah,
For this story?
Yeah,
For this movie?
Yeah, this movie. And same goes to Rose. She's an Oscar Award winner. But Jack is just only the nominees. Actually, I like the dedication of these characters. They get into the role, especially Rose. Got one scene. She requested Jack to draw her peach new state. So it's actually real scene. They take real scene. So dedication. So I have to praise her now. Yeah.
So let's talk about the moral of this movie. The moral.
Never judge a person by their class,
Yeah.
standard.
Even the different classes of people, they still make love, right?
Yeah.
It's a cute and romantic love story.
But I really like the fact that like really how it will always be like okay, the couple falls in love with it. But then really the rich person will always have some good values compared to the poor one. It's the poor one who can draw. I really like the fact that he can draw and all these drawings. From his drawings, he met people and he knows how to judge people based on who they draw, based on people he met. You can see on the story like how every time Rose and you will tell that Rose fiancé tried to lie to him, but then he can see through them because he knows how people act based on his experience.
How about this? Myself? What do you think?
I amazed with the director of this movie because how he's combined the historical event with the tragic love story, where like it's hard to do. Yeah, that's something I like about this movie.
Aslan? What about your opinion?
I love this movie because it's a romantic scene. But the ending was very heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking because the hero died. And also, I also can imagine if I was the one in the situation. The ship is sinking, and also all the people are sliding down to the sea.
Very horrible.
So I think I'm not that brave to be in that situation.
So Baika?
Okay, well, when I watch this movie, one moral that I get is love can make people crazy. Okay, as you can see, Rose, she was got into boat that the Titanic want to sink, right? So there is another boat that can save their life. So Rose have got into the boat, and then because she really love Jack, so she willing to jump into the Titanic again. That is crazy, okay? That's all crazy.
Yeah. Just to save Jack's life and
Yes.
just to be with Jack for eternity.
Until the end.
But if you think But if you think carefully, Rose and Jack just meet each other only just 2 days.
Yeah, couple of days.
The couple of days, not 3 years, 2 years, right?
But their love is very strong.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, from this movie, if you remember that when the ship start to sink, the high class people, they are very selfish because they are important the comfortable of the emergency boat, so they don't let the lower class people to get in the boat. So we should not be we should have humanity to them. They also, the lower class people also the human, so we should save them. For your information, about 1400, right, died in the Titanic. Or
This one
1000.
I'm not sure. You mean the real historical?
Yeah, the real history.
Real history.
I forget. 1700 or 1400. Only 300 or 500 just safe. For the emergency board, actually they can save people until 1000 something. But this on the people saved from the Titanic only 300 or 500. Just because of the high class people. So that is very sad for me.
But there is also boat that broken, right?
Yes.
There was in the movie, if I'm not mistaken, there was that part when Rose was touring the boat with her fiancé and the guy who I think he owns Titanic, I think so. And then they were talking about the plans, and it was like, if I'm not mistaken, the boats were not enough.
Yes.
The boats is not enough.
Yeah, according, I mean, they know that it's not enough if something happens, but they were too arrogant to giving in. They were not saying. Remember the first time they said even God can't see
Yes,
this shit.
I remember that.
Yeah, but in the end it's not. So never go against God.
But lastly, if you watch the movie until end, there is some people that just what just what we call it? Just
Surrender.
yeah, just surrender, just
Give up.
just give up. They don't want to save their life. They just believe
You
that.
mean the boat don't come back?
So you
No,
try to save yourself.
the boat not enough, right? So there's also many people. Before that, they also mentioned that the boat only considered to women and child only. So most of the men and do you watch? There is also musician.
Yes.
That,
They keep on playing the song
yes.
until the end. They are willing to be together.
And then just right before the end, there's this. I think it was quite kind of tragic, but I say that it was quite sweet, because it's like she said, there are people who gave up on saving themselves, and then there was like in the movie it depicted where there was a couple, an old couple, who hugged each other while on the bed.
Yeah.
Or they're in bed, you're together, and the mother who was comforting her children. It's like, so they can sleep and not bother about everything else. And then also some of the captains and all these people who were in charge, they just feel like they are attached to the ship somehow, or maybe they do not want to take responsibility, so they just stayed within the ship. And the captain, and I'm not sure his name was.
And the others, so we are talking about the sad moral value, right? Okay. The quite happy moral value I found in this movie is, even though we are poor people, we should enjoy our life. Do you remember the scene where the Jack bring Rose to the third class party? So even though we are poor people, we should enjoy our life.
Yeah, because they don't give priority to money.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a fun and energetic movie for the whole part. Yeah, and someone, Jack, I think is an excellent leading man. And I think it's an intense and imaginative piece of work from the director of the movie. And what about you guys? Just everybody keep quiet.
Actually, the things I like about this movie is the effect, the special effect, the director that made the part the sinking ship looks so realistic.
From what year is it?
97.
Yeah, but
19 years
the
old.
effect was so real. You know, when the ship split into two and sank into the water, and the water around the boat rushing through inside the boat, it looks so realistic. I'm so impressed.
For 1987, is it?
Yeah.
That's so
97.
impressive.
Yeah.
They are using a lot of people, right?
Ah.
And I think that Jack also sacrificed himself so that Rose can continue her life at the end of the movie, right?
On a piece of wood, right?
Yeah, on a piece of wood.
And then he died also.
Yeah.
Because just now, all mentioned the service crew are bad, right? Because at the almost the end of the movie, there's also one good turn back to save others' life. Because even though they are bad, they still have some humanity values in their heart. But this I just only just say this just a small part of them. Just a few people, just a few crew can dare to go back to find. Others just left them, like the first class lady who are sitting in the boots, and also Cal, the Rose fiance. Also, Cal just hold a little girl, then pretend
That it's,
pretend her parents to go to get in the lifeboat. And also, not say that all the crews are bad, because some of the crews they're there to they wish to help, but their bosses, the what you call seniors, don't let, because their priority will be the first class, then go to second, then go to third. But many of them die, even though the band also died. The band were playing the music also died, because these are the very sad part. We need to appreciate others' life, just like appreciate our own self. First class they don't appreciate is their matter, because even though, because you are in service, if you are sailors, you are in servicing, you are service other people. So even though you don't appreciate others' life, how can they trust you to drive the boat, trust you to drive the ship?
I think the boy who come back to rescue the other people made the right decision, because if they are come too early to rescue the people, they all may not be survived, because there are many people there and they all will be rushing to go into the boat. So maybe the boat can't fit all of them, and maybe we'll sink also. So I think actually it's a good decision to come back to rescue them a bit late lah.
But
If the crew want to make a better decision, they should
All of them should come back.
all of them should when the first they put the people in the boat, they should fill up the boat until full. Not to select only the high class people, the ladies, the children. So the crew is done a good and bad decision. For the first one is a bad decision, and the last one is a good decision.
They make a priority to the first class than the lower class, right?
Yeah.
So I think that from this movie to in real life also we should not we should respect other people although they are in lower class than us. So for me like Carl is a very selfish person. So he's one of the example that we should not follow his attitude.
I agree. You can see his movie, I think the thing that's mostly depicted from the start to the end is the class. Like everything is being put into class. You know, these people and how they work. What do you feel with that?
I think that it's okay. It's okay. So I just want to add about the moral. One thing that I get from the movie is that believe in others, because there is one scene that is so thrilling to me. When Jack hand is handcuffed to a pipe, and then the water start to flood in. Then Rose was in the in
Upper deck.
upper deck. Then she found out that Jack is not there, so Rose struggle to find Jack in the lower deck and find out that his hand is cuffed to a pipe. So then Jack asks Rose to find something to cut the cuff, and Rose found an axe. Yes, an axe. So Jack asked Rose to practice first to attack a cupboard, but she missed a lot of times. But Jack just believed in her, said just cut there. I think that was a thrilling action, because so Rose swing the axe really hard, but it lucky it did not cut his hand. So that is one of the moral that I get from the movie, is that believe in others.
I'm gonna add some more about Rose. I think Rose does not, take a priority of her, what do you call that, bling bling, money, at the end of the movie, because do you guys remember the old Rose? The Rose still has the diamond, still has the heart of the ocean, and then at the end of the movie, Rose just throw the diamond into the sea.
You didn't care about it. Do you guys think that children below the 30 should watch this movie?
No, because there's one scene.
Language is
English.
No, not really appropriate.
Plus the scenes also.
There's one the drawing part, right?
I just want to add another moral value. Remember that the crew serve for to select the people to enter the emergency boat. He received the bride, right?
From the right from the cat.
From Kai. So even though we are in emergency situation, we should not receive the bride, because it is our integrity to serve the people.
It's against the world.
Yes, against the world.
After that, because he is still alive, right? The service crew also just give them, just throw the money to Cal.
But at first he received the money.
No, but at first he received. Yeah, that's the worst part. If let's say the ending is not the sad ending, how about we imagine a happy ending?
Jack survived.
No, I mean the ship is not wrecked. There's no shipwreck in the movie. So
Actually, the shipwrecking is the main part, right?
yeah,
Maybe after the shipwrecking also, maybe the hero and heroine get together means okay lah, still acceptable.
Like Jack survived.
just a while.
I prefer the rescue ship right there at the right time.
Also, I prefer that the rich person, the first class person, do not be, don't
Selfish.
Are not too selfish.
But actually, I wanted to point out one scene. You know, do you guys remember that when was the scene where Carl got really angry, so he chased down the two and tried to shoot them? Remember, actually before that, he gave Rose his coat just actually to show her the fake sympathy he had, right? So then after that, when he missed her, she was laughing, and then the other guy asked him, "What's so funny, right?" In that situation, it's like, he done the necklace is the code to give Rose. And I was like, okay, because your own selfishness costs you a lot of what loss. Yeah, quite a big loss for him. All he cares about. I think even after when he was searching for Rose, remember towards the end when they survived and he searched for Rose, I think instead of Rose he wanted the necklace. That's my opinion. Anything else?
Yeah, I think the other interesting part of the movie is the soundtrack itself. You know the song
My heart will go on.
sings by Celine Dion. I think it's a really romantic.
Match the movie
Yeah,
also.
match the movie.
So, sometimes when I hear the songs, I remember the Titanic.
Like you jump, I jump.
My job.
I jump.
The song is really good because until today, the people still hear the song. Still listen to the song.
It's a big impression on people.
And the song is won a few awards. As today, still many of the singer can't sing the song because the emotional impact is very high.
I feel like listening to the song to get back.
Do you realize that at the end of the story, we already know that Carl still alive, Rose's mother also alive, right? But why they can't find Rose? Do you realize it?
Yes, because Rose changed his
Yes.
name.
Behind the name, she put
Dawson.
Dawson.
Rose Dawson.
Dawson.
That's actually Jack Dawson, right?
Because consider she's already married to
Yeah.
That is so. But after that, also she get married to another person, right?
Yeah, then the name changed again. But even though Rose so old and she remember all the things, maybe not in details, because just take a look of her drawing, which means Jack's drawing about her. So she's there to tell to others actually what happened for the ship.
Because the movie itself is a flashback, right?
Yeah, it's a flashback.
She also mentioned it that it has already 84 years or 86 years or something, but she still remembers it.
Still remember, quite good memory.
For an old lady.
Maybe, do you want to add something?
No. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
But I think the title doesn't suit the movie, right? Because it's Titanic. Titanic means unsinkable. I think there are some silly reasons of why Titanic should be kept, right?
So, Farah, do you have any other opinion? No? Mazatu? Azlin? Azlan? Okay.
It's okay.
Baikah? Okay, maybe that's all from us tonight. So, when we going to meet again? Same day, same place, next week?
Yes.
It's just like usual, right? Just like usual. Okay, that's all from us tonight. See you again next week.